Alright, hello everyone, we are back. Welcome back. Also, seems like Automod actually automodded something useful for once. Crazy, perish the thought, right? Automod actually doing something it's supposed to do. But welcome back everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend thus far. We are back for our cozy 2-day weekend, but starting next weekend, it's a 3-day. It is getting close. It's getting close to the 3 days a week. Just gotta wait till next weekend, guys. Next weekend, October. I'll have every Friday off for the rest of the year to be here with you guys. If I really need to, I might call in one day off on one of those Fridays just to give myself extra time. Or maybe on one of the Sundays, if anything, actually, probably. If I need to feel like I need to catch up on anything or I actually get a break. But either way, I am looking forward to being here with you guys in the future here. Yeah. Maximum politely. Also, Electron, thank you for the hydrate. I did hydrate. I just was muted on the starting thing, so. But I did hydrate, thank you. Hello, Tainted. Hello, Small Cat. Hello, Generally Abrasive. Hello, Gorm. Hop Builders. Jamesy Jameserton. Warby Warbyton. What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing absolutely marvelous. We are ready, though I am ready to be working a little less and chilling with you guys a little more. That's all I needed. All I needed, just a little something to keep me going, right? Banana, what's up? How you doing? I hope you get your modem soon, Dragon Slayer. Just like I hope I get my computer soon, and I hope that the computer being back is gonna have absolutely no more problems. I would very much like to make sure I'm ready to play Battlefield 6 on a new computer. This computer can handle Battlefield 6. It can. It's just not gonna look as good as I want it to. Race is on, which comes first? Modem or computer? Probably your modem. Probably your modem. They haven't mentioned that they sent the computer back yet, so it's still with them. If I had to guess, it's gonna either ship out Monday or Tuesday. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to make sure it's actually fully working, but we'll see. If it ships out Monday or Tuesday, there's a good chance it's here Thursday or Friday. Maybe at the latest Monday, which would still give me a week to set up for Battlefield being the first stream essentially with it. So here's hoping. Crossed fingers. Rage. All he knows it's been sent and that was a week ago. Slightly less than 2 weeks until Battlefield. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Battlefield. But I'm really hoping I'm ready for Battlefield. Like, new computer should have been set up and I should have been using it already. Should have already been using it. Alas, alas. Hello. No you, Alethea. No you. You wanna go, Alethea? You wanna go? You wanna peek at the fangs, Alethea? I'm not cute. Chat's cute. Hello, Mr. Tease. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping on by. I see you've still been playing Drop Duchy. I myself haven't been playing it as much lately. I got a lot of achievements and then I kind of like petered off to mess around with other things. One of my things I've been enjoying lately has actually been a Rana card. I was actually playing that earlier today. No Yukitane. Jamesy Jamerton indeed. What's up, Cutane? How you been? How y'all been? How y'all doing? Dun dun dun. It's good to have you all here. Thank you for being here. Finished getting all the missions done for each faction yesterday. Congratulations. I technically only have one more to do. And that's for the DLC-ish faction, I guess you could call it the DLC faction, the tribes. I just never got around to doing it. A lot of the factions feel a lot better, though, once you have all their unlocks, for sure. But, I mean, you practically need them to go for higher difficulties. Cutane, Adortane, Butane, Cutane, Adortane. I know I haven't seen James playing it as much. God, you know what though? You know what I am glad for? Almost done with Battlefield 2042. Once the new missions drop for this week for Battlefield 2042, I'm hopping on, finishing those missions, uninstalling Battlefield 2042, never looking back. Unless for whatever reason they decide to put more things for Battlefield 6 in it, which would be really scummy at that point. Get ready for family dinner? Nice, nice. I hope you enjoy your family dinner. Whatever it may be. Vampire powers grow. The Dorotane grows. Cutane's cute power cannot be contained. Cutane, uncontained. Endless Legend to Hades 2 taking up all your gaming time now. Understandable. Important number, prime number, save file 17 number. Save file with a save file 17 with a 17 months. Very cool, you save. How are you doing, Save? I hope you enjoyed the remainder of your stream in games night. And also, you know, rating the fantastical, adorable Seahans, whose birthday stream is going on. Yep. If you learned it from me, it's because you learned what not to do. If you learned it from me, it's because you learned what not to do. I'll tell you that much. A good day, but a bit wiped out. Hey, at least you didn't go on the losing streak today. You did pretty well for your games, as far as I could tell anyways. I mean, I just had you up on the side here and there and peeked in whenever the chance arose. But seemed alright. Seemed fine. Liga. I'm not adorable. You're adorable. Surely you can fit in PoE 2 in there, right? Oh my. A lot of PoE 2 fans out there. Nothing against PoE 2, just not my game. Thank you. I'm glad there are games that people can enjoy that aren't necessarily my game. It is good for there to be an expanse of genres to fill the void for everybody's little niche enjoyment. Good at the start and end, even fun in the middle when it's less winning. Politely win today, though, surely. You know what? Here's hoping. Here's hoping. I do plan on doing a little bit of Dark Tide. Dark Tide drops are enabled on my channel right now because of, working with Fat Shark on their creator little things. But yeah, I want to try the new Psycharium mode, see what that new map is like, maybe get some of the new modifiers or whatever. The balancing has changed a little bit for some of the classes. Nothing too crazy, but it is a change nonetheless. James will want to be joining me, of course. I know Dragon Slayers got their new net, but they are waiting on that modem. Dead Z might be around for it. If I had more time and less money worries, I'd probably maybe give Endless Legend a try. The thing is, I don't think I can justify buying something like Endless Legend right now with what's coming up and how much time I have at the moment. Hello, Wandering Disciple. How are you today? Welcome on in. He almost died in D&D. Oh my. Well, you're here to tell the tale, so, it sounds like a good time. A near-death experience in D&D can be a great thing for character development. And storytelling. Game Pass. I don't know if I want to commit to buying a month of Game Pass when I know I'm not going to be doing anything on Game Pass. Because as soon as Battlefield 6 drops, that is going to be my bread and butter off of stream. On stream, I might do it like once a week, maybe twice at the gate. But yes, that's going to be my bread and butter. Technically, I am still playing a few other games too. I keep maintenance up on my Dune bases. I keep maintenance up on my Conan base. The Conan base just requires me to log in. I don't actually have to do anything, thankfully. But I do have to keep it installed and log in. So that is something to do. And then I've been up to a little bit of this and that as well. I know after I'm done with Dark Tide tonight, I want to play Clover Pit. Let's go gambling. I know I've talked about it on stream that I never actually do gambling or gacha or anything, but something that's an actual dedicated Gamba game like that. It's fine. I guess that's all you could really say that a lot of the card battler roguelikes are, right? A lot of these card battling roguelike games are just RNG simulators. Of course, you have a lot more control in them than you do with a slot machine, for sure. For sure. But, it's a nice passive way to spend time. I enjoyed the demo, just mindlessly spinning to win. And Jesus, take the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. This week's guest star, Save File 17. The Last Sea Haunts. Balatro. Wee wee. What? The Python Tight Spaces got DLC. canine division? What is this? What's the dog doing? I got a dog set in Fights in Tight Spaces now. I honestly thought they were done with the game. I didn't think I was ever going to hear of anything going on with Fights in Tight Spaces again. Huh. Wild. It looks like you can pet the dog. So that sounds like a win to me. I got a dog. Info dump on the game you just finished? I mean, you can talk about it a little. I don't mind bringing it up. Equip Agent 11 with a ruthless canine companion, introducing a brand new set of cards, expanding the replayability of the core game. Your canine partner becomes a tactical asset, distracting enemies, interacting with the environment, and executing devastating attacks. Work as a team to bring a new alliance to heal. Is their bark worse than their bite? Yes, you can pet the dog. Great description. Sounds like a win. Sounds like something I might eventually mess around with. Yeah, I've been trying a few different demos lately. I've actually been trying a few different demos for games and stuff. Like, there's one I'm interested in called Fog Piercer. It is, yet another card battler, kind of like, if you guys remember me playing, the car game. God, I can't expect you guys to remember what I'm talking about. I don't even remember what I'm talking about. My memories elude me. Why can I not think of this? I can still have it installed. Maybe I... unfavorited it. Doesn't help because I was between two computers and I technically had Steam set up on the new computer before it kind of had issues, so I was trying to reorganize things. Wait. Death Road's Tournament. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, how Death Road's Tournament is kind of like a car with positional cues. You know, where positioning matters. I really like that. So it's interesting though, because Fog Piercer is an on-rails adventure. Literally on rails. You're playing with a train and you manage how many and what cabooses or carts you have. And those carts, each of those carts have their own health and individual cards that come with them. But your train is being attacked by cars or vehicles, and you kind of have to. They maneuver around you, and you have to kind of maneuver on the rail, and you know, stop them from hitting you or making them hit each other and stuff like that. Shield your train. I honestly found it interesting. Fog Piercer, that's what it's called if you guys are curious to look into it. Your character in the party were in an alleyway fight what appears to be a small group of cultists as your task to track down. It's always cultists. Those dang cultists. And then, I also tried Slots and Daggers. Speaking of slot machines in Cloverfield, Slots and Daggers, I also messed with that a little. It wasn't like I thought it was going to be. I honestly, when I first saw it, I wasn't necessarily too interested in it. When I saw it was like just the 3 lines initially, but then I realized it works a little differently than your typical slot machine. It's not as RNG as you think it is. I mean, it is, but it's not as RNG as you think it is. And it's really charming. It has a lot of nice little special effects and stuff. So I'm gonna probably get that when it comes out as well. Try that on stream. And then there was a cleared hot game Or it's called Cleared Hot. I actually saw that one by finding it on Twitter. You know, I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a demo of a Chinook. For whatever reason, the Chinook helicopter, I find it neat. I like it. It's just one of those random little things I like for whatever reason. Can't even explain it. But apparently it's in the game. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's a little helicopter story game where you have like a crane and you can fly around and, you know, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just a arcadey helicopter game with a story to it. At least it seems. It might have some more going to it that's not story. I don't know, we'll see. But Clover Pit was the one I was really interested in. It's the one I had the most interest in, but yeah. They've got that dog. But yeah, that being said, I feel like I talked through a lot of things right now. Opera Copter got so. Gorby got gorb. How are you doing, Gorb? What have you been up to today? What the Gorby do? What the Gorby do? How the Gorby do? What the Gorby how to do? How to do Gorby what to do? How to do? You knocked one of the cultists out, killed a second archer, and you were fighting off of a mage and a guy who with a bat. When phase spiders just poofed out of the walls and closed in on you. Phase spiders in an alley fight. Random phase fighters jumping you guys in an alley fight with cultists. Wild. Pest be gone and ran away. Other spiders got hit by more cultists showing up late in the party. Extra cultists keep the spider occupied while the party's assassin killed the other. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's Dark Tide starting up. We might just get into it early, James, if you're interested. I feel like I got through all my talking pretty quickly. I don't know why. I don't know how. Normally it takes me longer to get through some talking, but I don't know. I don't have anything too interesting to elaborate on too much, and I kind of do want to get to Clover Pit at some point here. I am at least going to make sure the game is started. In the background, as it were. No, you, Gorby. In a chat you wrote in on. Hello, John. But, so hello, GP. How are you doing? What are you up to, Monsieur GP? What you been doing? Me? Interesting? I consider myself relatively dull and boring, believe it or not. Save files, believe it or not. The VTuber file. If it were not for these clips on Save File 17's channel, you would not believe it happened. Wow, you actually have to kill a lot of these plasma pistol guys to complete all the special events goals. Assuming you want the special little plasma whatchamacallit, icon. You have done nothing but play Factorio for 2 months. Factorio and essays, hand in hand, together, creating a somewhat stable situation for GP, I guess. fantastic VTuber vampire recreated a Star Trek VCR game from 1993 for me. You're crazy. Flip sleeve, it's true. I don't know about the fantastic part, but that does sound pretty fantastical if we're talking about, you know, what may or may not actually happen. Friends. On this episode of Save File 17, which VTuber gets played first? Is it A. Beryl, B. Seahans, C. Vixwitch? I don't know. Could have kept going. Hypnotic powers. I was gonna see, that's why I stopped. I was about to include myself and I was like, that feels awkward to include myself. Even though it may be very close to the truth. Even though I knew it was relatively likely. Meanwhile, the mage is shooting off spells, making your character work overtime trying to keep their health up, and the bat-wielding cultists just refuse to get hit by your monk and pally. Had your character close in on the mage to force them to back away from you. Or back away and target you. Eventually the monk killed the bad guy just as something that looked like a hecked up gazer showed up and started firing on the party. They started blasting. And they fired away to the very next day. To be aware, to be unaware, to catch them unawares, to determine what is awareness, to know that awareness is false. Perception that your reality, is it truth? I know not. Oh, that's how I was playing Dawn of War, Definitive Edition. OG Dawn of War gaming. You know, I completely forgot to check something. I hope you're winning in Dawn of War, Monsieur James. Or, I don't know why I said James. Brain breaky. I need to check this. Yeah, they should be lasting until October 13th.